Campbell the target. Big sweep. Finds the net. Oh, tip in. Oh, tipped home.
Keku finds the goal.
Only seen 1 second. Driven strike straight through. East Halliday finds his way through as well. And Uddingston back level.
The defenders here to help. He was put around Ferretti though.
Still like to play on. Feed across and a sweet ball. Really a Muir.
That was the difference there. It was a crash ball in. That little deflection through the shoulder that just changed the line, changed the angle. And
looks like the drag flick driven straight at the feet of Hadland. Now Miller charging through. Skip around the challenge of Crichton. Miller, the chance. Successive saves there. Through to Mullen. Now surely. Hello everyone, welcome to Uddingston Hockey Club as Uddy take on Hillhead in a Tuesday night light game. So often you see one of those here. Tuesday night, a late one, and we're almost ready to get things rocking in what is a real crunch, a real crucial match for Uddy and Hillhead in the context of the bottom 6 of the Scottish Premiership this season. You see we've got all the stops as one of our pitch side cameras in use at the moment. Fantastic to see. Well done Bryce, who's one of our students who's taken up position pitch side there. And like you see, welcoming everyone for tuning in to UDDY TV as we complete final preparation. Girls almost ready to take on Hillhead and, like I say, a clutch crunch game. We'll take a look at the two sides that are going to take on this one. We'll start with the home side as Uddy name a squad that will be pretty familiar to most of you tuning in from the Hillhead persuasion, maybe not quite so much. Anna Williams is your captain tonight. You'll have seen a little bit of her on social media in the last couple of days if you've been keeping an eye out there. The teammates video with her and Maya Shaw, who isn't involved tonight, gone live. If you haven't had a look at it, hold on and take a look in one of the breaks perhaps, or wait till the end of the game for that one. Let's take a look at the opposition as well. Big thanks to Jenny Sinclair. She managed to get the team lines across to us in time so we can get the graphic up as well. So thanks to Hillhead for that one, and we'll do our best to keep you up to date across the game of how everyone's getting on. Looks like we are on course for half-past start. As both teams did manage to get a little bit of time on pitch and can go through the final phases of their warm-up. We've already slightly prefaced it, but just to remind you, UDDY TV is ran by producer Paul, who's standing next to me, and myself, Gordon McComb, on your commentary today. But it's also supported by a plethora of students, especially tonight. We've got a big crew in, so a big thank you to all our learning teammates, our academic extras, as Finlay, who's assistant match director today, gives me a look at that explanation. I apologise. Big thank you to all of those for coming in and helping and giving you the best product possible for UDDY TV. See Stephen Percy, just final conversations. Brings a couple out, and it looks like it'll be a couple of short corners to work on. Most important part of the game, the easiest way to find a goal, and goals will be required tonight for UDDY. So important to get a control over this one. If you tuned in for the gents plate game, we saw how important it was for those boys to get the goal early, gave them the confidence boost. They went on, ran up 6 in the end against Strathclyde University. The girls, who've also had a bit of a tough one this year, looking for ways to get that confidence level going, and a team to show what they're capable of on the pitch. Well, if you stumbled into us by chance, you don't already follow us across the social media platforms in totality. It's at Uddy Hockey across the board. So that's Facebook, that's Instagram, that's Twitter. It's also on TikTok. TikTok, a lot of content going up there. Plenty to show off across the club, and there'll be plenty more before season end. Not got so long left for that. Probably only another month or so left of proper outfield hockey before we get into the crunch time of finals and deciders and all that kind of thing. Do our best to bring you that. All that remains before we break for summer. Weird saying that in an overcast, dark, still spring night here in Glasgow. Shooting drills complete for the girls. Final conversations, final adjustments if there's any to be made as we prepare for push back here. Only a couple of minutes left to go for that one. Looks like we're tracking for an on-time start, 8:30. Might have seen there across the cameras a couple of good saves from Verity Shields. Certainly busy last time she was on UDDY as Uddingston faced off against Western Wildcats in the Cup. Always going to be a tough game, but fair to say Verity put in a fair share of saves. She'll be hoping that she's a little bit less busy tonight, to be honest. Final huddle, final conversation. Hillhead preparing to do the same as we are almost ready here at Uddingston Hockey Club. If you're just joining us as well, thank you. Welcome to UDDY TV. We're going to give you live coverage from our ladies' ones as they face off in a crunch match against Hillhead in the Scottish Premiership and battle at the bottom 6. It's a rough one last time out for the girls against Western Wildcats, but this one has the potential to lift spirits and pull them away from any possible danger, any nerves jangling in the final couple of games of the season. For Hillhead, it is a big task in the bottom 6. They'll be looking at today for it to be a place to start. Captains across with umpires, final conversations of being told what's required, what's expected. Otherwise, ready to get things started. Lee Crichton, meanwhile, with ball on halfway, just waiting. There we go. Everything passed on, demand standards set from umpires to captains. Be expected from the team to keep the discipline throughout. Now, it's just about taking our positions and getting ready to get started. Crichton waits in the middle. And we're underway. Darcy Campbell back from Australia and involved tonight. Early little error there just from Murray as they play the ball away at the back. Won't be giving up too many of those. Don't want to give Hillhead a foothold where we can ill afford it in a game as important as this one, as it's worked in to the D. Now chance for the strike at goal. Still not cleared by Uddy, and now Shields and defenders combine to get that away, not fully away in the end. Said she was busy last time she was playing here for Uddy against the Western Wildcats, and saying she hopes she'd be slightly less busy, but early call to action for Shields that she survives. Hillhead just happy to work it between the two defenders at the back and wait for the spaces to open up. Have they spied one now? Chance to work it wide the left. Barden try and carry it. 25 runs away but picked up by teammates. Now chance to crash into the D. Chance for a tip. Good save, Shields. Just stepped across and covered. First opportunity at goal goes to the away side, but he survived the scare now. And they cause some problems themselves, trying to bring the ball back and out and over halfway. Just a little bit too keen on that pass forward. McIntyre just causing a bit of bother. She now drives D bound with the help of the umpire's whistle just outside the D, the call. Hillhead have started this one quickly. Touch heavy, but get away with it, and Dacre can pick off the pass intended for Edge of D. Can't hold on to possession. Burden will win it back, and now try and force that one at the D. Loops up, really loops up, and that'll come to nothing. Just see that back again, that great crash ball into D. The space opened up, and a little diversion, not enough to get it past Shields as the goalie's back in the battles at the edge of D, trying to keep things from getting any closer to Uddy goal. Push out, the shout from Stephen Percy, Uddy coach, and he'll want to see a reaction, a response after an opening couple of minutes that Hillhead are trying to really inject themselves onto. Campbell. Ranton can try and work this one down the line. Uddy's turn to try and ask some questions. Crichton connects through into the D. Goes to nothing. Oh, misread the signal there, apologies. It is a long corner for Uddy, and chances to change the angle of attack as it's worked all the way back to McWilliams. Dacre, miscontrol. Ratton can get the touch on, the umpire's whistle will put it back with Hillhead though. Want to get things moving, try the crash ball again. Shields, as she can, leaves that one. Molly Darling will move the ball onto Ratton with the pass. Trying to work that left side again, doesn't quite come together. Campbell looking for teammates further afield. Crichton can't hold the pass forward. And Hillhead will work it back across the back line. So nearly a good read there from Arias. This guy was just trying to put that early pressure onto that Hillhead defence, try and cause a dangerous turnover. And come that time, she'll be looking for that more. A high ball, decision goes Uddy's way, and Campbell wants us moving quickly. Darling just asked too much there of Tegan McPherson. It's been a good response for Uddy in the 3 or so minutes that followed. That opening couple of chances out of Hillhead on the front foot now. Awake to the danger, home side. Trying to get more control of this game, but they've lost possession now. Picked off by Ratton. Keep charging, but wants to try and play this one backwards. Going to hold it down the left. Ratton trying to find a way to force that further forwards, but umpire's whistle will deny her. Osborne looks for the pass through the heart. Simplify the shout from the Hillhead coach. It's Campbell just asking for the green light, whether she wants to send this aerial. Looking for it again. Instead she goes for the crash. Trying to find it forward up the line in Sky Wah, but can't quite pick her out. Get a chance to apply some pressure though, will Sky, and win the turnover in the D. Now, Sky with Tegan just to her left, tries to take it herself. Big chance for Uddy. Probably the pick of the game so far. You knew she was looking for that, we'd seen it already, and just tries to fox the goalkeeper who might have been expecting that push across. Williams across on the side the right, just trying to make a nuisance, make it difficult for Lucy Langlands there. She's got more defensive work to do as Hillhead come forward again, now into the D. Can't pick out teammates though, and Crichton try and bring this one back out from defence forward. Put enough on that one for Porter, she has. Ratton just across to McWilliams, who's ready to shift the point from defence. And Crichton. It's just an easy one to roll back. McWilliams with time to pick her passes. Pops up off Darling. Looking for a little 1-2 there was Tegan McPherson. Now you just see the arrows start to creep into Wayside's game. Said that that first couple of minutes, that tempo, that intensity from Hillhead was starting to upset Uddy, make it difficult to play out of their own space. Now the away side finding similar problems of trying to get themselves into a place where they can get more control over the game. Get a chance now as they look to break from that, but picked off. Campbell, now her chance to try and work something, tries to lift it forward, but picked off. Really well read by McWilliams, who just across the cover. Umpire's whistle means it's still Uddy ball. It's going to be significantly further forward as well, as the Uddy players are waved forward by the umpire to confirm that one. Campbell. Orla Miller. Ratton, pressure comes quickly. There was perhaps expectations of a decision there from the umpires, nothing coming. White shirt stream forward, there's space on the left here as well as McWilliams trying to break up the play. She has done so, but at the cost of the umpire's whistle to break it up as well. And the pass looking for Lucy Langlands too much. Campbell, not too many options close by. Perhaps was looking for something further forward, instead opts just for McWilliams. Pass gives possession away and a chance for Hillhead to drive towards D. Crichton was just enough to break it up as they was approaching the danger zone. Still not away for Uddy. And in the scrap, the decision goes the home side's way. Good carry from Orla Miller through the middle there, picking up the pass. Allowing the door for Uddy to step forward into, but it's Crichton. Just Corey, she tried to play that through the middle and Hillhead can recover. Another shot of Cam. Stephen Percy's side responded well, as we've said. Opening flurry at the start of quarter one to take control of it, the more this is wore on. Only 5 minutes or so left. And Muir is looking for Frayne on the right this time. Sorry, haven't explored too much of that avenue. Darling's trying to help it on. Could well break kindly. Becca Frayne on and getting herself in amongst it. Campbell. She wants to crash this one. Picks up Frayne. Just too much for a couple of players in the Uddy squad on the fringes from the ladies ones or ladies twos as well. Becca Frayne, one of them, and she'll be really pleased with that last couple of minutes she's had. As really good quick play from Uddy, and now Muir gets the umpire's decision, and Hillhead player just not sure on that one. Was expecting a different one, and play brought back. Williams wants to send this one via diversion. It nearly made its way to Darling. Instead it's Hillhead. Pass inside, just about comes together. Not too many ahead to play it to. And Langland's trying to help build instead. Olivia Robertson now. Was good work down the left, just didn't have too many teammates to help her there. Maybe just a little bit too eager there from Uddy to try and play that one too quickly. Only a couple of minutes left if our clocks are right, and they should be pretty close. Quarter one, as it can so often do, shows you promise of a game that could be. And this one looks like it could deliver. As Ratton able to pick things back up in defence. Both sides have had a good look at goal. Is there going to be any more before time runs out on us in the first period? Big aggressive driven pass. Just too much for the Uddy front line. Campbell able to break up that play, and now Ratton. Don't see her too often playing through the middle, but there she is, and now Crichton through a couple of challenges can now drive at the edge of D. Buy that from the foot. Miller, she wants to play this quickly. Plays it wrong side of Campbell, but defender has plenty of time to get it back under control and find Muir. As Uddy go hunting. Muir lays it back to Campbell. Wants to send this in, a little tip. Now is the door open for Skye. Absolutely has, and Uddy get that so important goal in quarter one. Skye Watt, well, she came off as part of a rotation and was really frustrated at that chance she missed earlier. It will be a much nicer feeling for her when time blows in this quarter, as expected to do right there. Well, I can't blame you if you had nerves jangling in those opening couple of minutes. As Hillhead came out strong, they know how important this game is in the context of their season. Ditto for Uddingston as well, but ladies ones have responded really well from that, causing the better the chances from about the third, fourth minute onwards, and being the goal up perhaps on the balance of those chances. The right outcome from that first quarter. Really good work from Uddy. And that drive in just left a ton of space in front of the goalkeeper for Sky to just twist, turn and pick her spot. While we were setting up earlier today, I was walking past the new analysis centre. You might have seen a little bit about that online. A chance pitch side for the team to have their pre-match meetings. Might have seen a little bit of what they've been working on the sessions there on the pitch. A little moment right before the goal of Lily Crichton, just urging teammates forward, that wanting that high press, echoed then by Stephen Percy immediately afterwards when he realised that's what the team were wanting to do. It's that aggressive move that had Uddy in the right position, opened the door for that opening goal in this game. Said it was a quarter, showed promise of a game to come. We approach the start of quarter two. Is it one where Uddy can continue the control they had towards the end of quarter one? Or Hillhead coming back with a vengeance? Dacre making inroads on the left, then just plays it back for defence to switch the point of attack. And now Miller and Carey just feed that forward to Porter. Can't find a way through the defender there. Just trying to carry herself through a couple of challenges. It almost paid off for her. I think I've just spied our no number Hillhead player, and I appreciate when Jenny Sinclair sent me the numbers why it was no number. See a 73, very faded indeed on that top. I believe that should be Anna Irvin. As Uddy go looking, if they got the shot, they have. He said this was a team that's gone through some tough times, and those little bumps of confidence will help. We've seen immediately scoring that goal now, first minute of quarter two, with a short corner as well. Ola Miller as injector. Got a couple of targets, top of Deanna Williams and Darcy Campbell both fancy their chances. It was short for Sky Waugh, the scorer of the only goal in this game so far. Seen off by Hillhead. Now on the counter, can the away side find a little more? Just not quite enough on that little shovel pass towards teammates. And now Porter and a Campbell and McPherson. Sky Waugh forced wide to the left, but she's got support with Dacre. Under pressure, she kept Uddy ball, she has. Perhaps the state of play for Uddy at the moment. That quick counter was on, but at a point now where they don't need to overcommit, can wait and pick their moments, and Defence first is okay. As Crichton can't find a way to link it through to the D where teammates were waiting. Campbell pick out that pass. Williams again just at the bottom point of that little diamond between the three defenders and Ola Miller. A little shrug of frustration as that pass goes awry, but every time the bottom of that diamond, she's got so much time to get the ball under control and survey and wait for the pass. Crichton. Good recovery in a danger position, but so too have Hillhead managed the same. And now an opening. First short for the away side now. Real opportunity to strike back at that Uddy lead. Sinclair stands over it now, and much like the Uddy setup, there are a couple of options that look ready and willing for this one. Goes to first Castle, then it's moved across and straight at Shields. And the challenge produces another short corner. Uddy did the good work initially. Shift up to the Castles this time as a change of routine. Oh, that one's well picked off by McWilliams. Just one of those, perhaps, if you're Hillhead, you may be just overplaying slightly there. Just trying to make space where there wasn't. What have those successive short corners done to the momentum of the game? It swings back and forth, and can the away side use that momentum and find a way to get an equaliser? Campbell is Uddy trying to make sure the goal we're speaking about is one for the home side. As Sky Walk does really well to make a little bit of room for herself. Now can drive into D. Just wants to take this herself, and that's why. Real fine finish as she doubles her tally for the night for Sky Walk. Breaks through. It's a real firm strike, and I don't think the keeper had too much chance there. From those two successive short corners where it doesn't quite come together for Hillhead, Uddy double the advantage and give themselves a bit of a cushion to work with. Osborne. I think it was Emma Blackstock, the target of that pass, just managed to avoid her, managed to avoid Julia Baldwin as well. Williams. Campbell. Sky Wa able to keep that under control there. Touch heavy, but she had the space to do that, and now pass forward looking for Emiliaris. Doesn't quite hold for her. They'll head over the halfway line. just a little bit of keep ball there. Oh, who's that come off last? Uddy ball. Hillhead just struggling as they play it out to pick passes the way they want, but now with that deflection, a chance they'd crash down the left. Kira Goddard forced to hold up and look for support. Really good battling work there. Alex Bowden tries to get something. She approached the edge of the UDD, but the umpire's whistle will turn over possession. Uddy able to find the pockets and just about move the ball around in time there, but when it gets central, lost out, and now driving run. It's Hillhead. No, they need something. Osborne. Goddard wants to drive this one. Shields plays it safe. Goalkeepers around know that panic is more work for her to worry about. But Dacre can pick up in the D, just carry that one away. That shot that came in, it's not a problem if it goes all the way through without from the outside the D. It's a problem if it would hit the post, and that moment sometimes always better for the keeper just to put a boot on that. Minutes into quarter two. Uddy 2 goals up. Maybe starting to feel confident, but Hillhead have responded well since the second goal and looking to cause and bother and step up the press a bit more, and now you're seeing it. Pass though not enough, and Darling trying to work it forward to Addis. Couple of rotations prepared for Hillhead as they get one on. There's 2 more already waiting in the wings. It's Uddy Ball though, and Skywalk can carry beyond the 25, and now they're looking for more. Already got 2 for today, and she'll, through the umpire's decision, keep it with Uddy. Darling wants to crash that one in. Darling. Molly Darling can't find a way through defender. This Hillhead go aerial. Campbell not able to pick it out, but it will be Uddy Ball. Now with Campbell, works it across to McWilliams. Now Ratton. Just too much on that pass from McWilliams. Aerial route looked for by Alex Burden. Might have found some purchase, but there's one challenge to break things up, and can Williams make the second? Blue Sea rushing forward there to try and dispossess it. He's still Hillhead ball down in the corner. Spoke about it earlier, those little unforced errors, those moments that deflate. Another one there for Hillhead. Just is starting to build some momentum again in quarter two. Campbell looks down the line again. Porter, touch will work kindly for Tegan McPherson. Porter just happy to let it back to Campbell. Said he don't need to overcommit here. Now Ratton trying to feed it through to Crichton. Won't hold up for Crichton. Oh, no panic, no messing there from Mannington Williams. Just picks it up, sees the pressure coming, evades it all and works it forward. Good pick off there, and now Molly Darling. Well, heads turn for a driving run. Alex Burden looking to cause one. The aerial, though, doesn't come together. It allows a chance to drive things forward, and I think that's taken a nick off a couple of people, but it certainly caught the boot of Tegan McPherson, who's just hobbling a little and grimacing. He's that pass forward hit with some velocity. Kira Goddard's got options ahead if she can work one. Looked like he quite got the pass she wanted, and it broken up by Uddy. Next time you're off the shout, I think directed at Lucy Langlands for not getting 5. Opening now for Emily Addis to charge in edge of D. She'll want to take a shot herself. Addis, she's got options if she can find them. Addis, right down by the far post, and it's Hillhead ball. Jenny Sinclair gets things restarted for Hillhead, who've got precious little time left in quarter two to find an answer before the half-time break. Instead it's Uddy with the possession and looking to get one more chance. They got one in the end of quarter one. They're looking at the end of quarter two. Addis got McPherson in the middle. How about this time? Works it back. And it just bobbles around. I don't know if that's taken a nick off a foot. Looks like it has. Umpire thinks it has too. There's been any more time off either, which means we're just seconds away from the half-time break. Chance to reset, regroup, but is there any more? Is there a buzzer beater? That's all she wrote for quarter two as we reach the halfway mark here at Uddingston Hockey Club. Uddy 2 goals up, both coming from Skye Waugh, who's done really well, scoring the opener right at the death of quarter one. She's got a second kickstart quarter two. Take a look at some of those chances from the game, and you see Shields called into early action. Hillhead started quickly. Driven bowling from Goddard, just pushed to one side. Final few tweaks, conversations had. Is Uddy prepared to resume what has been pretty productive first couple of quarters? Good chances, especially for Sky War. You see, we've already seen the opener. How about this for a second though? Not too much you can do as the Hillhead goalkeeper just smashed past and gave Uddy a bit of breathing room in quarter two, and it could have been more. For Hillhead, the task is, well, pretty big, pretty important. They need the wins, and they need to get them soon. And they probably need one here, but for the home side's sake, if you'll allow me to be partisan, hope it's more of the same for what we got from quarter one and quarter two. As quarter three is underway, and a big one for the away side that need, you'd assume it, at least one to kickstart a comeback in this quarter. Good pick off Molly Darling, and now find their way through to McPherson, not quite. Ratton. Darling just shows too much in the net. A little touch of ball to foot will mean Hillhead can send white shirts forward. Jenny Sinclair looks down the left now. She'll get it back from teammates, and how about another option? Goes back to the well, touch is loose. Sinclair. Irvin. Orta can get a touch, but Irvin will get it back from Robertson now. Space, work this one to the middle. Blackstock can pick this one up and drive. On the 25, there's space in the D, can't pick it out. All she can do is pick out Campbell. Sorry, words getting tangled up there. Campbell just opts for safety and back to McWilliams. Just trying to manipulate that front line of the press, but it's back with Hillhead, and now chance at edge of D. Work that one across. Julia Baldwin waiting to try and seize on that. Didn't quite come to her. Ratton. Robertson can't recover the pass enough. It means Uddy just take a couple of steps forward into the sideline. Looking for options again. It's McWilliams that'll be the focal point. Pass forward, deflect, it'll pop up. And Dacre gather. But a basketball, she tries to bring it under control. Can't quite do it in time before it runs out the sideline. Hillhead try and get this started quickly. This one might land for Baldwin. Great save, Shields. Saw the danger coming. Robertson. Good drive across, the touch loose. Just too loose. And Shields and Ratton do their part in keeping it away. Little pick up there from Stephen Percy, the ball in front of him. As he lays it down, the calm down gesture, just to slow down, don't panic. Again, the tempo just started to rise in there. Just wants his team to have a little bit of control over it, just keep it slow until they want to speed it up, and now they might well do. He's McPherson trying to keep a hold of it at the edge of D. She's got a chance to try and win that one back. McIntyre. Williams sees the pass, picks it off herself. So Ola Miller back in McWilliams' place, so she's still up in midfield. Miller. Reposition the shout is Campbell with it wide right now. Crichton the chance to charge. She rounds the defender now. Still going Crichton, trying to feed it forward. I think McWilliams was mid-spin as that was played, just didn't see it coming. Again, aerial, not quite the right option there for Hillhead. Nope, little shot on camera is Darcy Campbell gets ready to take it of photographer for tonight, Scott Kagan. Another one of the students that helps us out over with UDDY TV. Like UDDY had held on to possession there, blasted the umpire's whistle, turns it over. Now Hillhead to step forward, white shirts all advance, and now they do look for the aerial into the D, and it'll bounce out harmlessly behind. Christy Porter able to work a little bit of room now. Can she find a way past Robertson? Not this time. Push it across is Burden. Trying to get some 3D skills in action, but Sky Waugh and now Maisie Dacre, their part to win it. Just too much put forward there. Hillhead penned in. I think just a little bit of frustration there from Dacre in the contact. Osborne. Hillhead finds some space through the middle. Baldwin. Find a way to feed that. It's read by Porter. Robertson was looking. Osborne. Defence reads the pass. Parsons, chance to drive into D. Ola Parsons. Williams just waiting there, trying to bait something forward. Said she opts for Ratton Ratton on her left. Got a chance from the sideline to push it forward as it bounces up in front of the dugouts. He just caused himself a little bit of bother at the moment. Keep the ball, and it shouted a couple of times by Stephen Percy. Just wants his side to get a little bit of control over this, and a bit of game management now required as we're approaching the halfway mark in quarter three. UDDY with that 2-goal lead. Can imagine the nerves will jangle if that starts to slip us. Another good pick out right on the edge of D. Nice blue shirts to step forward. Frayne, umpire's whistle, bring it back, gesture of foot. Another aerial, another one sent, this time wide the right, another one not quite dialed in. Ratton, she's absolutely smashed that one forward. For a second there, looked like it was going to hold up enough for Sky Waugh to have a sniff at a third goal all the way through and behind. Just loose from Hillhead playing out. Osborne's miscontrol opens the door for UDDY to step forward, drive into the D. Now, from the baseline, work it across. Molly Darling, that goes just wide. Another little flash from UDDY. Exactly what Stephen Percy had been looking for after a spell where the away side just starting to grow back into this one. Just another reminder can see plenty of you on the sidelines as well as hopefully tuning in from home as well. Not the warmest night despite how nice a day it was earlier in Uddingston. See plenty of big coats, I can tell you for certain as well, up in the commentary position. Plenty of big coats on as well for the cold weather, but plenty to get the pulses racing on the pitch as the girls with the 2-goal advantage looking for a way to get a third and really take control of this one. Denied though, foul just at the edge of the D. Williams just able to hold comfortably under the pressure, just wait for a moment to move it on and try and let options develop there as Campbell goes the more direct route with a crash ball, and now Crichton, I think she's got Muir to her left, just too much for Amelia. And he'll try and pinhead Hillhead. Ooh, the words are difficult tonight. Inside their own 25 as Muir managed to do that one. Yeah, done well with the turnover, and now Darling can try and crash one forward. Just evades the forward line. Parsons. Jenny Sinclair wants to go the direct route. Almost paid dividends. Baldwin not quite able to get a touch on it. Instead it's Anna Williams with the recovery. Now across via Ratton to Campbell. Not sure Crichton, as she sees green there, did that entirely deliberately, but just a flash of something there. Sees her bench for a few minutes, and the challenge there in the D, dangerous, and Hillhead get another look at the short corner. Certainly showed the options they've had so far. Desire to try and mix things up, try and keep opponents guessing. Uddy still getting themselves set quickly. Anna Williams was out quickest last time. Just try and break up some play. Hillhead played with it across the face of goal right towards the top of the D. Looks like a different setup this time though. They're going to go for the direct route, the first strike. Move to the left just to change the angle. Anna Williams again just to recover and just push away from danger. Goddard now. Jenny Sinclair, chance to carry this one over the 25 into the D. Osborne's touch. To ricochet around, and Uddy can clear only for a moment. Parsons for the crash. Just a little miscommunication and misunderstanding there, I think, is when they were trying to work the ball to left sideline. We are ready to resume with just a couple of minutes left in quarter three. No extra for Uddy in this quarter. Goals in the first two. Time running out to make it 3 from 3. Hillhead though know they need something and are looking for another one. Miller forced just to hold. Good skill to escape the pressure. Now finds herself in the same position. What will she try this time? A little twist and turn. Decision goes Hillhead's way. A little missed touch. We talk about those small errors. They've happened at difficult moments for the away side Hillhead. Little miscontrols, little misplaced passes, and they're just denying themselves a bit of momentum here. Emily Addis battling, gets the decision from the umpire and allows Uddy one last look forward, but touch hands possession back. Oh, just changing possession left and right now. Is there one last move forward for Uddy? Not quite. Well, quarter three comes to a close and Uddingston will be feeling well in control of this one as they have been for the majority of that quarter. Goals from Skywalk in the first half of Uddy 2 up. You imagine a third. You'd have thought a third, to be honest, in quarter three would have been killer. It certainly will prove such in quarter four, barring something very significant from the away side Hillhead, who have huffed and puffed, but will be disappointed to have not got something more to show for their efforts at the moment. Drawing Verity Shields into a couple of saves, but yeah, we'll certainly look back at a couple of opportunities they've had to either take the lead early doors or pull goals back. Those two short corners that were almost immediately responded to by Uddy's second. You know, moments that swing momentum. There is only one quarter left for it to swing a little more. Final instructions from Stephen Percy. He's been animated in the sideline, just trying to pass on a little bit of adjustment, a little bit of extra advice, a little bit of positioning, a little bit of trying to move things around in the press. With 17.5 minutes to go, he'll certainly be the happier of the two coaches. Is Uddy just one more quarter to see this one out and get an important win. Campbell again, just a chance to try and force this one. Goes the direct route and it looks like it'll pay dividends as Maisie Dacre tries to chase that one down. Got a lot of pace, there's Maisie, but not quite enough this time. Irvin just trying to keep things moving at the back for Hillhead as they pop the ball from left to right. Osborne. Good work forward into space in Blackstock. Forced backwards, and Jenny Sinclair wants to crash this one forward too much though. Ratton just shows too much, and Blackstock can recover. And Hillhead beyond the 25 now. Needs something. Irvin. McPherson can pick up the scraps. She'll need a bit of help here, and really good win actually from Anna Irvin just to place that on McPherson's foot, and she'll get another chance to step forward. His umpire's whistle goes again for a challenge against her. Osborne wants to crash this one. Another one that evades teammates. Just a little bit of bother at the moment for Hillhead with that crash, but not quite picking at the targets. It was providing them with a little bit of ammo in quarter one, quarter two. It's starting to fail them in these most crucial final two quarters. Campbell wants to just scramble that one forward. It's picked off, but umpire's decision is Uddy ball. Williams, Blackstock will pick off that one. Now Osborne is try and keep things moving quickly. Baldwin can't find a way to get through Kirsty Ratton. Just shows too much. Asks too much really of Kirsty Porter. Jenny's on with the shout from the sidelines. It's back with Jenny Sinclair. It's going to work it down the left this time. Bird not had quite the same impact as she did quarter one, quarter two. This game just starts to ebb away from the away side, struggling to put things together in these opening minutes of quarter four. With the 2-goal deficit, we'll need to get one soon. You don't want to be chasing two with just a couple of minutes to go. This will suit Uddy nicely. McWilliams passes bobbles off Ratton. And Williams, the judge, not quite to have kept it in. A bit of pressure, a little bit of resolve needed from the Uddy defences. Important challenge from Ratton, and the umpire's whistle will allow blue shirts to step back forward again. High line, don't be surprised to see this go backwards as it does to Annette McWilliams. Not afraid to carry herself, try and draw the pressure, baits the press in and gives her an easy pass across to Campbell. Campbell. Sky Wall able to run through the challenge, sets up another chance to strike off, swing and a miss. We'll forgive her that one after the second goal, but our eyes were lighting up, ready, looking for a third. shouted back stick as that umpire's whistle went from Coach Stephen Percy, who seeing it all come up trumps as the game wears on. Campbell again, she's looking for that direct ball, that crash forward. I don't know, with that high press, it's just about trying to pick holes. No, Hillhead need to commit. Pressure in the middle, youth recovery for Uddy, but just a little bit loose in possession. Unfortunate for Amelia Moore dashing across to try and pick that one off. She does, but she picks it off with her foot, and it means it's Hillhead ball as Hillhead need to work this forward and work things quickly, and when they do that it can lead to mistakes like that one. And now Molly Darling. Jenny Sinclair. Trying to find things down the left or the away side. Just another one that just runs away from them and runs behind just as things are starting to open up. Danger of petering out for the away side this one, although as both sides perhaps start to feel a little bit of tiredness, feel the cold perhaps as well. Starting to see a couple more errors. That one opens the door for they'll have to take a chance at goal, and Shields comfortable save with her left boot. Robertson. Irvin wants to work it across, but pressure comes and forces to slow up. Sinclair now burden. AJD tip forward. Oh, could that open up? Trying to pin things in. RRD is Hillhead look desperately try and find a chance to take it, strike it, goal. That one behind for the long. Pass will be picked off and Muir. Inside to Crichton. Now the blue shirts want to step forward, want to work this one quickly. Rebecca Frayne can't quite hold on to it in time. They're just starting to open up for the early front line now. Hillhead will bring this back. And with the umpire's whistle, want to try and move this quickly, find an opening. Osborne, blue shirts trying to get back in time. And in the challenge, Uddy concede the short. Less than 7 minutes left in this one as Hillhead had a couple of looks at the short corner, yet to really ask too many questions. The Uddy defence with it. If you were looking for a time to get nerves jangling, this might be it. Osborne trying to recover things from the challenge. It doesn't go the way the Hillhead forward expects. And we've said a couple of times already, little errors, that another one to add to the list for the away side who will look back with some frustration. Ratton does well just to keep ball and draw position players in. Now McWilliams trying to do the same as Uddy try and hold and work away forward. Picked off by Irvin. Just a game in danger of petering out for the away side, and it'll work to Uddy's benefit. Her still looking for those opportunities on the counter, not coming quite as regularly as I'm sure some of the home visitors will, home watchers I should say, are hoping for. But still a couple of threats from Uddy this quarter, but really the tail of the tape so far. This fourth and final has been Uddy trying to manage the game out. 2 goals from Skyward in the opening 2 quarters, enough at the moment. It's all that's needed. You have to forgive me for being greedy and wanting a little bit more. Is there any left in the final few minutes of this one? Amelia Muir able to do her work in the recovery, and then the umpire's whistle does finally come. Uddy handed ball back, and Ola Miller now wants to use the right. There are options down it as well as Uddy trying to move things around the edge of D and work it somewhere dangerous. Good bobble for Darling. Still not cleared from Hillhead, and now they'll get the chance to just smash it as far as they can. Up the shout from the dugouts. Time very much the enemy for the away side, as Uddy can watch on with it ticking down in a way, and it brings them closer to a crucial win. Foot fault now. Chance to seize back control of this one at Ratton and Porter, Christy Porter. Who sees the pressure coming, moved it back to her defensive teammate in Ratton, and now McWilliams. But he knows what they've got to do, just try and bait that press out and find the pass forward, looking for spaces. Crichton with the recovery, and now Porter trying to work it down. It's near side the left, trying to rumble through the challenges. There's just too many for her in white this time. Molly Darling can pick that one off, and now blue shirts stream forward in front of her. Uddy content with 2, but will be happier with more as Porter tries to play her part in it. Sky Watt down in the corner. Happy just to hold a little loose control. It's that one run away from her. I'll try and play out the pass. Picked off by Crichton now. She has to try and drive towards the D. Good recovery from Hillhead as they try and work things forward, but Ratton stepping out of defence can win it back, and now Crichton gets another shot to try and keep this corner. And we said it was a quarter of game management at the second time in it. About 30 seconds of not being afraid to take that to the corner, just try and run some more of the clock. Crash picked up by Crichton. Are they looking for just one more, are we? Sky Waugh Hillhead defence buys the foot. Looking for another aerial, that one. Again, not quite the contact they were looking for, but it's worked this time. A chance to charge down near side the right as Robertson can pick up the scraps. Williams reads the play, a couple of heavy challenges, but it's Uddy ball, and Anna can carry it beyond the halfway line. Just slows it down, moves it back to defensive teammates. Miller, Darcy Campbell, and that is where time runs out in this, and Uddy in that secure an important win. 2 goals, 2 early goals. Enough from Sky War to make sure Uddy come out of this with the win. It's turned into a pretty cool Tuesday night here in Uddingston, but certainly there's been plenty to cheer from the sidelines and from those of you tuning in from home. 2 big goals and a convincing performance that had Uddy in control for large spells. Hillhead will look back on a couple of big chances. I think as much will be frustration. They have failed really to trouble the scoreboard and ask more serious questions of Shields. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us here on UDDY TV for this one. If you haven't already, make sure you give us a follow at UDDY Hockey. You take a look at some of the last actions. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. You'll find us. UddingstonHockeyClub.com for the website as well. Is back on. It was an important win. Is Sky Watt right at the heart of it. That important opener set the tone, and from there Uddingston rarely looked back. See there, fine second as she smashes one past the keeper. And the chance just to run a defence, and really left the Hillhead defence no chance. I see there were moments for the away side. Just never quite came together for them, and Shields called into a couple of big saves. That is where we end things. Thank you very much for joining us, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night.